Hi everyone, and welcome to 164 Diecast. In our 6th video, we are looking at the Hot Wheels 4-car collector set called 30th Anniversary of 71 Muscle Cars. This set, released in 2001, was part of the 100% Hot Wheels collector car line released by Mattel and marketed towards adult collectors. The 100% Hot Wheels line was composed of singles and multi-car sets ranging from 2 to 4 cars. This set showcases 4 1971 muscle cars: a yellow Buick GSX, a red Ford Torino, a blue Chevrolet Chevelle Supersport, and a lime green Dodge Charger. This set has a copyright date of 2001 and is one of the times when the copyright year matched the release year. The Mattel product number for this set is 29778. The 1971 Buick GSX was notable because it was the second and arguably the last true year for the GSX package, which was a special appearance and performance option for the Buick Grand Sport. For 1971, the GSX reverted to being an options package for the Grand Sport line rather than its own model like in 1970. The iconic 8,000 RPM hood-mounted tachometer from the 1970 model was discontinued for 1971. Production of the GSX dropped significantly from the debut year of 1970, as only 124 units of the GSX package were ordered in 1971, making it one of the rarest muscle cars of the era. The muscle car landscape was changing in 1971 due to new emissions regulations and the mandate for engines to run on low lead or regular grade fuel, 91 octane, and this required a reduction in compression ratios across the industry, leading to lower advertised horsepower. The GSX could be ordered with a 350 cubic inch V8, 5.7 liters, or the more desirable 455 cubic inch V8, 7.5 liters. The 455 was available in 2 performance levels: a standard 455 rated at 315 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque, or a GS Stage 1 455. The GS Stage 1 was the top-of-the-line performance engine known for its prodigious torque. It featured a hotter cam, bigger valves, and a modified Rochester carburetor. It was rated at 345 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, though this was widely considered a very conservative rating to placate insurance companies. The 1971 Buick GSX is a true piece of muscle car history, highly sought after today due to its performance pedigree and extremely low production numbers. The 1971 Ford Torino was part of the second generation of the Torino, which featured the distinctive fuselage styling introduced in 1970. It was a significant car in Ford's midsize lineup, as the Torino nameplate officially replaced the Fairlane for all models that year. The 71 Torino was available in a variety of body styles, including a 2-door hardtop, 2-door fastback, often called the sports roof, 2-door convertible, 4-door sedan, 4-door hardtop, and a station wagon called the Squire. The upscale Torino Brougham and sporty Torino GT had optional hideaway headlights, which concealed the lights behind the grille when not in use. The engine lineup offered a wide range from economical options to big block muscle. The base engine was a 250 cubic inch, 4.1 liter inline 6, but the standard engine was the 302 cubic inch, 4.9 liter Windsor V8. This was the base V8 and standard on models like the GT, Brougham, and Squire. For muscle enthusiasts, the top tier options were the large 429 cubic inch, 7 liters, 385 series V8s, including the 429CJ Cobra Jet, a high-performance V8, and the 429CJR Cobra Jet Ram Air, which featured a shaker hood scoop that protruded through the hood. The 1971 Ford Torino stands as the final year of this aggressive and aerodynamic body style, before the more heavily restyled and larger Grand Torino was introduced in 1972. The 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle Supersport is a classic American muscle car that marked a shift in the high-performance landscape due to the new regulations and rising insurance costs. Due to lowered compression ratios to prepare for unleaded gasoline and meet new emission standards, horsepower figures were generally reduced across the board compared to 1970 models. Unlike previous years, where the SS was tied to big block engines, the 1971 SS was primarily an appearance and handling package. It could be ordered with various optional V8 engines, including small blocks. These engines included a 350 cubic inch V8 with a 2-barrel carb, making 245 gross horsepower, which was the base Supersport engine, a 350 cubic inch V8 with a 4-barrel carb, creating 270 gross horsepower, a 402 cubic inch V8, marketed as the Turbojet 400, or sometimes still as an SS396 option with 300 gross horsepower, and a 454 cubic inch V8, the LS5, making 365 gross horsepower. This was the most powerful publicly available option. A high compression LS6 454 with 425 gross horsepower was listed, but very few were ever built, and it was never officially released for public sale. The 1971 model year is often seen as the beginning of the end for the first muscle car era, characterized by the shift away from raw, high compression power towards vehicles that could run on lower octane fuel and meet new safety and emissions mandates. Despite the changes, the Chevelle SS remained a formidable and highly recognizable muscle car. The 1971 Dodge Charger is a significant car because it introduced the third generation of the model and marked a major styling departure from the iconic 68 to 70 Chargers. It received a full redesign, shifting away from the previous Coke bottle look to a more rounded, curvier fuselage body style, with the most recognizable feature being the new split grille design. It featured a semi-fastback roofline and a shorter wheelbase of 115 inches than the previous models, though the car was wider, giving it a bulkier appearance. Concealed headlights were standard on the high-end Charger SE model and optional on the Super B and RT. The RT and Super B performance models could be equipped with features like an optional rear spoiler and the Ram Charger hood scoop, which could be activated by a switch on the dashboard. The 1971 lineup had several distinct models. The base Charger had a 225 cubic inch slant 6 or a 318 cubic inch V8. The Charger 500, a step up, featured a 318 cubic inch V8 as standard. The Charger SE Special Edition focused on luxury, offering features like a unique grille, leather interior options, and wood grain accents. The Charger Super B, with 1971 being the first and only year this model was offered on the Charger platform, it was previously on the Coronet, was a performance-focused model with a standard 383 cubic inch V8. And the top-of-the-line performance model, Charger RT for road and track, which came standard with the powerful 440 cubic inch Magnum V8. 1971 was notable for being the last year for some legendary high compression engines and the final model year for the iconic 426 Hemi engine. Stricter emission standards and the switch to net horsepower ratings dramatically lowered official power figures in the following years. As we read the back of the box, we find, in 1971, America's Big Three auto struggled against government safety regulations and escalating insurance premiums. But Motown's muscle cars were still popular among those who rebelled against foreign imports with four-banger engines and speedometers that barely reached 3 digits. Muscle cars may be on the road to becoming extinct, but they were still magnificent examples of Detroit's ability to produce technical wonders we really wanted. As time would eventually reveal, it was not totally the last age of muscle cars. But it would take several decades before automakers felt safe to start producing high-powered cars again. And when they did, they would go all in. For more information on this set, you can visit the Hot Wheels Fandom Wiki at hotwheels.fandom.com/wiki/30th anniversary of 2771 Muscle Cars 4-car set. I hope you enjoyed this look back at a long-lost time in automotive history with this 4-car collector set. And, as always, thank you for stopping by 164 Diecast. And we will see you on the next video.